Chair Hansen of Standards and Assessment.
Hang on one sec. If you follow the agenda.
Oh, yes, there is one here.
11.
I wasn't going to follow the agenda.
Orders. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so the next thing, before standards assessment, is law and licensing. Let's see. We have an actionable. Wait, Chair Huntsman, I'm a little confused. I'm looking at our report here.
Yep. So we chose to put this in the sequence, and Deputy, it's item 11 if you want to call it out, and then turn the time over to Deputy Superintendent Angie Stallings to explain.
Oh, I've got it. Okay, it just took me a minute. I thought we just did that one. So on number 11, it's an action item on R277 733 adult education programs. And Angie, the motion, do you want to talk to this first?
Yes, I'd be happy.
Thanks.
Thank you. This is Angie Stallings, Deputy Superintendent of Policy, and I apologize, my video is still not working. As the board just barely approved the Adult Education Policies and Procedures Guide, that was the last item in the Law and Licensing Committee. This guide is currently incorporated by reference into R277 733. And unfortunately, we missed placing the rule on the agenda along with the procedures guide. But as was mentioned, board leadership approved putting it on the full agenda. And you can see, and I apologize, here it is. You can see that the only change in the rule is the update or the incorporation of the updated guide. So now the updated guide now has a March 2021, which probably should actually be April 2021, and we'll update that since the board officially approved the manual on April 2021. And then it links to where our documents are incorporated, and that's where you can find it. And then you can look and you'll see there's no other amendments to the rule. So we, as staff, request that you approve R277-733 draft 1 to incorporate the guide by reference into the rule.
Thank you, Angie, for that information. Chair Huntsman?
If you don't mind, I wouldn't mind making a motion.
That would be fine. Then we'll have discussion to the motion.
I move that the board approve R277-733 Adult Education Program Draft 1 on final reading.
The motion is that the board approve R277 733 Adult Education Programs Draft 1 on final reading. Any discussion to that motion? Chair Huntsman, would you like to speak to that motion first?
Yes, I appreciate the board's consideration on this. This is kind of a housekeeping thing, and anytime we cannot kick the can down the road and delay and that, so I appreciate staff bringing this to our attention, and it speaks for itself why it's relevant to move on this motion today. So thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, Chair Huntsman. Board Member Klein?
Yes, so just curious if there are updates in the new guide that we need to be aware of.
Thank you, Board Member Klein. Angie, do you have a response to that?
Yes, there were updates to the guide, and I apologize. They were that was the previous motion that was just approved, was to approve the updated guide. There is a document. Let me see if I can get to it right now. That is uploaded to this agenda item that says document of recent changes. So I'm going to click on that right now. And here you can see all of the changes that were made in the document. So it's right here.
So Angie, for clarification here, I'm sorry, Board Member Klein, to try and get this, but so we have just approved this document and now we're approving the date change.
Correct. We just approved the document as the last agenda item in the law and licensing.
Thank you.
And now we are approving the board rule that incorporates it by reference. And I apologize, I didn't realize I had my screen share on pause, but there is a document under this agenda item that says policies and procedures guys, attending document of recent changes. This shows all of the changes to the guide.
Board Member Klein, do you want some more information?
No, that's great. Thank you. I see that now.
Thank you so much. Any other discussion to this motion? Seeing none, Angie, will you put the motion back up for me, please?
Yes, just a moment. Should be there now.
Thank you. The motion is that the board approve R277-733 Adult Education Program Draft 1 on final reading. Please vote. I see that the voting is unanimous. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much, everyone.